What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie Dow today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the morning. I just woke up. This is my first video of the day, right? Last night I made some videos for the 24th of April, but it was still the 23rd for me. It's just the 24th on the charts. I feel like this really is the first video of the day for me, and the reason why I'm taking a second to explain that is that I'm making this video first for a purpose, right? I bought more Cookie Dow last night. I bought more at these prices, actually, like quite literally at these prices, maybe a little bit higher. It was on this 4 hour candle here, right? Somewhere in this area. I had some buy orders set up, and I bought basically throughout there and throughout like this. I wait, not the low. I'm sorry. I bought a little bit lower than we're at now. I didn't catch the actual low, but I went heavy, man, heavy into the cookie jar, very very heavy. Because I am anticipating this next move to be rather robust and magnificent. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, this isn't good, guys. This isn't good. My computer's gonna die and my phone's dying, so I'm gonna have to find another charger. That's anyways, we'll carry on. Let's see here. And we're gonna take it off power save because if I put it in energy saver, it doesn't do me well. It doesn't do me justice. It'll start to lag. You'll see what I'm talking about, but we're not gonna do that. Anyways, looking at Cookie USDT right now on Bybit. Wait, hold on here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, there we go. We're at 11.7 cents now. Hell of a start to this video, you guys. From a high to a low, we've interacted with the 236, and anytime it's a habit of mine. Let's just say that whenever you wick through the 236, if you get some kind of pullback like this, it's a habit of mine to buy because oftentimes you're just on your way to the 382. It's not common, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It's not common to stop for long at the 236. You don't really. This isn't a place to hang out, right? It's more of a place to pass through and check back at whenever you're working your way higher. So there's going to be some opportunity here with the 382 specifically. As you move higher, you do oftentimes wick above it. It's very possible that we could go even higher than just a little wick above it, right? We could see some interactions with the top end of this zone here. I very much wouldn't be surprised if Cookie Dow found resistance somewhere around 19 cents, 20 cents. Maybe it goes as high as 25 cents, but somewhere in this area I expect we're going to be over the coming week, over the coming days, and if not there, beyond there, right? We might just run all the way up to the golden ratio. It's hard to say, but what I will say is it's not common in this situation to just run right up to the golden ratio. It can happen. It can definitely happen. I'm not saying that it won't, that it's impossible to happen, and if it does happen, we're prepared for that. But what I'm more expecting is something in this zone here, not at the base of this zone, maybe at the very top of the zone, but likely it won't be at the base. You'll be a little bit higher. The 382 again, oftentimes you do wick above, and you have reasons to find resistance just above there. You have plenty of reasons to tip the 382 as resistance too, but I mean tomato, whatever. I'm going with generalities here. It's generally the expectation that you do go a little bit above the 382. So I'm thinking 20 cents, 24.3 cents. That's coming over the coming days. And beyond that, I'm just looking forward, thinking about how high Cookie Dow is going to go. I went through, I was looking at a bunch of projects last night. I went through and I was spending a lot of time looking through projects because I got some cash that I want to put into the markets, especially for the short term, and make some extra dough here. And I was looking at the one that had the most potential to grow. And if we're looking at Cookie Dow, I really do think out of all the coins I hold, out of all the coins I'm looking at, this is the one, to me at least, and oftentimes it's the one that looks like it's going to grow the most that doesn't grow the most. The one that doesn't look like it's going to grow the most is the one that grows the most. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But this has about 14x potential from the current price, and that's at the minimum. That's the minimum standard, right? That would be if you were to see a new high, you hit the 1272. I mean, last time from a high to a low, you skimmed the 1618. You just missed it. Hold on. You just missed it there, right? You were literally just shy of it there. If we're talking about the 1272 on this next fib right here, high to low, I don't think it's asking for too much. And I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong. A 13x, 14x move is not a small order. Overall, from the low, that would give us about a 23x. But a 23x move, you guys, is about half as big as this last move was, right? If we look at this from a low to a high, that was a 40. It was actually a 42 and a half x. Yeah. So 42 and a half x versus 22, 23x right here. I think it's very achievable, very possible to see. And that the thing is that's the minimum. Some of the coins I'm looking at have potential to see these exact same levels of growth, but those are at their like maximum projections, right? This is at its minimum projection. And if we go up to the 141, we go just a little bit above that, you could see a 20x growth from the current price. Let alone the maximum projection could be something on the lines of a 30x. So it's no competition. This thing I think has legs. I do think that it wants to run. If we're looking at Cookie here on a market cap basis, you're at $52.8 million in market cap. Relatively good volume. This is pretty damn high levels of volume here, 50% over a 24-hour period. But we'll take it, man. It's not bad at all. Let's see, over the past day, you had a little bit of a maneuvering there. You moved up a good bit, you sold down a good bit, so there's some volume, probably profit taking, people buying up the lows and trying to get back in after selling the highs, right? Let's see, what's it say on the 4-hour time frame? Yeah, there's no volume on the way down, right? There was some volume at the top. I'm sure there's some people that sold and got out, but there's no volume pushing the price down right now. We're just regulating. We're just regulating right here. And I would expect that we do probably bounce. If we're looking at the 4-hour RSI, it seems as though we're at a perfect area to bounce. And I got to end this video soon because the reason I made this video first thing in the morning, the reason why I talked about it first is I think that this is a time sensitive issue here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you're trying to buy Cookie Dow, this is the window to buy it below 12 cents while it lasts. I really do think that we're about to move up. 4-hour RSI says it all. We're getting overbought. We're bouncing above the 50. We're bouncing at the 60. We're doing all these good things, and it's looking like it's not stopping here. We look at the daily RSI. We just got overbought yesterday. If today closes green, that'll be validating to the notion that we are, in fact, pushing higher immediately. If we close red today, we're rejecting the overbought zone, and that wouldn't look good. So we're looking for a green close today. If it's a red day and we reject the overbought zone and it's not good, as I just said, that doesn't mean we're going to zero. That just means we're going to go a little bit lower. Maybe we go down to about 10 cents, find support there, and then go up higher. And at which case, any purchases here just have to wait to become green, and that's okay. I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to sell, at least until we're up at like 20 cents or higher. I'm not planning on selling the whole bag, just a trading bag, right? There's just a little quick cash that I've got planned for this as well, up in this area. And if I sell in this zone and it takes off without me, it just keeps going, cool. I've got my fat bag is sitting there ready to make money. You can even make money when you're wrong if you do it this way, right? So it's not a problem. I want it to prove me wrong in that sense, but I am planning on taking some profits up in this area, just momentary profits. Looking at this on the 4-hour basis, again, the RSI is phenomenal. 1-hour basis, you couldn't even get oversold. You got overbought as hell. You've been overbought for a long time. You can't get oversold, man. No matter how hard you try, you just can't do it. This thing is super bullish, you guys. Every time, in fact, let's just look here, right? The last time you got to the oversold zone, you bounced, you went up to the overbought zone. Here, oversold, you bounced, inevitably went to the overbought zone and continued to go to the overbought zone. Here, you interacted with the oversold zone a little bit, sure, but I mean, most times, guys, you go into the overbought zone. So I think that if this is an hourly basis, and this is an hourly basis, we draw something like this, it could be as late as by the end of today, if not probably tomorrow, before we really get underway here. So I'm thinking that today we're figuring things out. It might not be the most exciting. I mean, if you buy, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, if you buy here, it might be exciting through the end of the day. But if you bought down here, this is going to be a big old nothing day probably, where you're closing neutral. I'm assuming we'll close green. I'm assuming that we will close green. We're looking for a close that is at least above 12.45 cents. But I think that we will. We have a chance to close even higher than that. I don't think we get above this wick, but hey, man, the higher the better. I think the price is above this wick here. Price is going on, pushing past 14 cents. That'll be saved for tomorrow, which tomorrow is only 9 hours and 55 minutes away. So that's not that far away. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I've said everything that I need to say. I think the message is clear, right? We're finding support. We're breaking out of this downtrend. The next place to go to is new all-time highs, and the minimum target is a 13x move. Enough said. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.